Good day, guys. Welcome to GDX Academy, and this is the continuation of what our permutation and combination video. So I want to let you guys to know that this video is a long journey. So I need to keep breaking it down into different intervals. Now we are still under factorial. Now in this factorial, we've done no restrictions, that is normal arrangement of objects. So now we are doing a conditional arrangement. In this conditional arrangement, I will try as much as possible to touch this positive and negative. Then in our next video, I will explain cyclic arrangement, or in some textbooks they call it conditions rather. So the previous one that we did, like I said, it has no restrictions. So it is necessary for our positive and negative solution. So without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the question. And please, I want you guys to pay a strong attention to this, to what I'm about to say. So now, in how many ways can the letters of the word Moshushu be arranged if dash A there is no restriction? Now, normally, so requirement A, no restrictions. So let's write shoe. Based on our previous video, if you have not yet watched it, I advise or I suggest that you watch it. Now, so Moshushu consists of how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's what? 10 factorial over. Now, is there any repetition of number? Is there any repetition of number? Yes. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 factorial for O. O occurred how many times? 3 times. What about S? Just twice. 2 factorial. H how many times? 2. That's another 2 factorial. That's another 2 factorial. O appeared 3 times. H 2 times. Sorry, S 2 times. H 2 times. Then E 2 times. Now, how do we solve this? How do we go about this? So let's expand. This is equal to what? 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 and times what? Let's leave it as what? 3 factorial. Remember, I said you should what? Always aim for the biggest factorial. So that's 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 factorial. So 2 factorial is still equals to 2. So we can safely remove this and put times. So this 3 factorial can cancel this 3 factorial. Now we can now further divide by saying what? This 2 we cancel this 4. And I left it with 2 again. This 2 here is 4, right? If you give us 2, then we can now what? Calculate by saying 10 times 9 times 2 times 7 times 6 times 5. So this is 37,800. 37,800 ways. That is if there is no what? Restrictions. That is if there is no restrictions. It's 37,800 ways. Now, requirement 1 is what? Fulfilled. Then we can now move to if M must begin. That is, M has a fixed spot, right? Which means M must begin. If M must begin, then we are left with what? O S H O E. S H O E. So, because we were told that M must begin, it means that M is automatically out of what? Arrangement. Therefore, we are left with what? just 9 abi. So this is what 9 factorial, 9 factorial over what O occurred 3 times, S occurred twice, H occurred twice, and E occurred what twice. Now you can break this down to what 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial, and then you divide, and that gives you what this 3 factorial. Like I said, 2 factorial still give us 2. You should calculate it yourself, times 2 times 2 and times 2. So this 3 factorial will cancel this 3 factorial. This 2 here will cancel this 4. And this here is what 4. This will give us what 2. Now you can now multiply by saying 9 times what 2 times 7 times 6 times 5. So that gives us 3,780. Or better still, you can press it to your calculator as 9 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, and 2 factorial. Yeah, so if you multiply this, it will give us what 7,560 what ways. So I think we should make use of calculator next in order to save us our time. Are you with me? So now requirement 2 what has been fulfilled. Then the next one is what vowel. If vowel must be together, so that's what this is what it simply means. If vowel must be together, then these two o e must be together. Then we are left with what next? M S H M MSS. Then we have H H. Remember, they must be all together between 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. Oh, sorry, we have 3 O, 3 O and 2 E. So now it is balanced 5 5. Together they are all together with 10. So now we move. So this is how you solve a question whenever they tell you that a vowel must be together. As you can see, I bracket it together, which means they serve as what 1. So which means our total will now be 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 6 factorial over what? How many repetition? 2 2. 2 and 2 repetition. But that's not all. Then you multiply it by what? This. The factorial of this is how many? 1 2 3 4 5. This is 5 factorial over 3 and 2 repetition. 3 factorial, 2 factorial. That is how you solve a question like this. So now that will be equal to what? 6 factorial over what? 2 factorial over 2 factorial times what? 5 factorial over what? 3 factorial over 2 factorial. Now, I won't be solving this for you guys because I already taught you how to multiply this. You do this separately, then you do this separately, then you multiply. So now I will be making use of my calculator to wasting it up then. But I advise you guys to solve it manually, especially secondary school students watching this video. I advise you solve it in your notes and tell me the answer. But let me solve this. So this, if you multiply this will give us what? 180 times, then you do this other part. Then this will give us what? 10. Therefore, it is what? 1800 ways. We have 1800 ways of what? If we are to group our vowel together. Now the second one is if we are to group our consonants together, then how do we do it? Then it will be the reverse, which means this is what requirement D. M S S H H will be in brackets, then O O O E E will be outside. Based on what I told you, this serve as what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was 6 factorial over 6 factorial over how many repetitions? 3 and 2. 3 repetition, 2 repetition. So sorry about the matter. Times, then how many do you have in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's 5 factorial over what? 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Now this will be equal to what? 6 factorial, 3 factorial times 2 factorial. So this is equal to what? 16. Fine. So it will still give us 1800 ways. Now this is where I'll be ending this video for the sake of the length of this video. Now my assignment for you guys is you guys should solve this Abakaliki, Abakaliki, Abakaliki. In how many ways can the letter of the word Abakaliki be arranged? If there is no restriction, then this time around it has to be what? B. If B must begin, then if vowel must be together, and if consonant must be together. Thank you very much for watching our video up to this point. I really appreciate it. Kindly like and subscribe and share our video with your friends. See you in our next class. Thank you.